Welcome to our coverage of the markets, our live coverage of the markets on the 28th of October 2020. So we'll begin straight away with Microsoft. Microsoft is yes, sorry, we had a brief interruption. And Microsoft is currently down 3.24%. It gapped in the pre-market. Much of that loss occurred in the pre-market, hence this gap we're seeing here. Uh, Microsoft announced its earnings outcomes: $6.19 point 19 or point two zero per share. Yesterday, the 27th of October 2020, market capitalization is 1.6 trillion. Shares outstanding is 7.563 billion. Short interest is 0.5. And I think there's some news here said boosted by continuous growth from its Azure cloud services. Microsoft reported impressive blowout first quarter of 21 results after the close yesterday. In fact, the company's $0.46 per share bottom line beat represents Microsoft's largest earnings beat in over 5 years. This strong quarterly performance overshadowed by Microsoft's tepid second quarter of 2020 revenue guidance of $39.50 to 40.40 billion, which came up just short of analysts' for $40.51 billion expectation. The slight shortfall may seem trivial, however, following the discouraging earnings report and or outlook presented recently by other tech leaders such as Intel, SAP, IBM, Microsoft's guidance adds to a troubling narrative, which is and growth in under pressure. Growth is under pressure as enterprise scale back on IT spending and push out projects due to COVID-related macroeconomic concerns. At the midpoint of Microsoft's guidance, Q2 revenue is projected to increase by 8.5% compared to 12% growth in Q1. What's especially concerning is that growth in the intelligent cloud segment, which has been Microsoft's main growth engine, is expected to slow to 15% from 20% this quarter. The intelligent cloud segment houses Microsoft's highly successful Azure portfolio, which grew by 48% in Q2. Although Microsoft didn't break out its expectations for Azure's growth in Q3, it's reasonable to assume that Microsoft's anticipating a deceleration based on the intelligent cloud segment guidance. Another disappointment is that the more personal computing segment is losing steam. This business includes Windows OEM, Surface, and gaming products, and has benefited from increased demand related to working, learning, and gaming at home. After experiencing growth of 14% in Q4, revenue for MPC increased by 6% in Q1 and is forecasted to slide to 2% in Q2. Microsoft's soft MPC guidance is surprising because the company is launching its new Xbox gaming console next month. CFO Amy Hood believes that demand for the new console will be quite healthy, estimating that gaming hardware sales will jump by 40% in Q2. Furthermore, demand for Surface computers has been strong, up 37% this quarter, as employees add devices to support the work-from-home transition. Okay, let's quickly see if we can digest some technical details concerning Microsoft. So if you are new, subscribe, like, and share. If you just join us, subscribe, like, and share. Okay, let's let's see if we can digest some technical details concerning Microsoft. So it's currently trading at $205, down 3.76%. Okay. Average volume for 10 days is 26 million shares, and the trend analysis is that Microsoft appears to be consolidating within a longer-term uptrend. The average directional index is below 20, indicating the shares have traded sideways recently. However, the 200-day is sloping bullishly upwards. Comparative relative strength analysis shows that this issue is stronger than the S&P 500. Sorry, it shows that this issue is lagging the S&P 500. Okay, and momentum for Microsoft is strongly bearish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is below 20, the level which many analysts call oversold. This means that investors have been actively selling shares and driving the price lower. Okay, let's have a look. Well, in recent times, it looks like that has been the case, and you can see what the trend analysis says. You can see the 200-day trend line is sloping bullishly upwards, no doubt about that. And today's volume is on track to be heavier than usual, with 16 million shares having traded so far. Okay, the unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. The slope of the indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. The Bollinger Bands for Microsoft are of a normal width and signal that volatility has been in line with the norm for this stock. Okay, so the next equity will be AUVI, Applied UV Inc. Applied UV Inc. is up 24.65%. I think it gapped in the pre-market. I think so, or something like that. So let's see. Applied UV's okay. This is not new news. This is not news. Applied UV is a holding company. The company operates through its subsidiaries, Sterile Lumen Inc. and Mon Works LLC. It operates through two segments: disinfectant mirror segment and hospitality segment. Sterile Lumen is engaged in developing, designing, and manufacturing disinfection systems that eliminates pathogens that may cause healthcare-acquired infections. It distributes and sells to facilities such as hospitals, assisted living facilities, doctors' offices, and walk-in clinics, as well as hotels, cruise lines, airplanes, schools, government buildings, commercial offices, and other facilities that offer access to the public. The company, through Works, manufactures and supplies custom designed decorative framed mirrors, framed art, and bathroom vanities, primarily to hospitality market. Mon Works manufactures its products domestically and overseas. Its domestic manufacturing operations are located in Mount Vernon, New York. So let's see. We'll before we see if we can digest anything from Mon Applied UV. It's a very micro cap, 40.7 million shares, and let's see what we can get from this. It's up to 8.41% now. Let's get ideas. Let's get ideas for Applied UV. It sounds high tech. So let's see what's going on here. AUVI, applied UV, you would probably think it's a solar panel manufacturer. So it's currently spots only 3 parameters of the sort we need, or sort we've been looking at of late. You can see what sort of spike is this. Did this occur in one day? This happened in August. Let's see. Okay, it didn't happen in one day. So okay, this is the 4th of September, and okay, this is it's actually declined. So it fell. It definitely a short must have been involved in this. It took how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days. Okay, 4 days to sell off from $11.60 to 571, more than 100% loss in 4 or 5 days. Okay, let's see what short interest is 0.31%, which is about 20,000 of the shares. Average volume is for 10 days is 150,000. Okay, momentum for AUVI strongly bearish. The 14 period slow stochastic oscillator is below 20, the level which many analysts call oversold. This means that investors have been actively selling shares at a level that is unsustainable in the long run. Okay, probably the reason why we have that sort of 0.3%, and this sort of what is it called? This sort of it's okay, definitely not a short, because if it is short, then we have a high volume there, a high volume of short interest. It's probably those who already own, who were already long, that disposed of them rapidly. Okay, the next piece of technical there is that today's volume is on track to be heavier than usual, with 14,851,684 shares traded so far, and it has an average volume of about 150,000. Okay, that's hence the reason we will have 28% increase. The unbalanced volume is bullish. The slope of the indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. So that's what's going on now. This is a live updated today. Bollinger Bands for AUVI of a normal width and signal that volatility has been in line with the norm for the stock. Okay, so volatility is out of place at the moment. So we have this, what is it called? Okay, so that was yesterday, $66. Okay, so that's what we have here. We have this sharp spike, you know. Okay, so the next equity will be FirstSolar. FirstSolar is probably more like what we thought this AUVI is. It's a solar panel maker, I believe. It's up 13.04%. FirstSolar is okay, launched some time ago. Okay, the next earnings outcomes is on the 18th of February 2021. Fourth quarter 20, and okay, reported, well, 18th of 2021. All right, okay. Okay, it has reached a new 52-week high. It reached that today. Okay, it's a mid cap, $8.7 billion. Shares outstanding is 105.9 million. Okay, let's have a look down here. Yesterday it reported earnings, yes, okay. First reported the third quarter 2020 diluted earnings ex items of $1.45 per share. This beat last year's same period results of $1.16. Okay, 10-day average volume is 2.9 million shares. So today, okay, it's one of the stocks in the move, I believe. Um, they may have had some upgrades. Okay. Okay, so technically, um, the trend analysis is that FirstSolar appears to be strong in bullish in appears to be in a strong bullish trend. Its 200-day moving average is upwards sloping, and the MACD histogram is above zero. Comparative relative strength analysis shows that the issue is outperforming the S&P 500. Okay, momentum for FirstSolar as measured by a 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is waning. This means that investors are less aggressive in their recent purchases and may have been taking profits in positions but at lower prices. Okay, the last 10 days have been significant. I've seen significant volume in FirstSolar with a very average daily volume above the average for the last year. Today's volume is no exception. 7.3 million shares have been traded already. Unbalanced volume indicators bullish. The slope of the indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. Okay, the Bollinger Bands are presently wider than usual as a result of greater than normal volatility that accompanied the recent price move. Events such as this may precede a pause or reversal in near-term trend. Okay, short interest is 7.5%. It will take about 3 days. A month ago, it was going to be about almost 9 days for it to be covered up. So, but okay, well, okay. It seems this hasn't reached the influenced the analysis yet. Let me find out what the volume is saying over here. Okay, momentum appears to okay. This means that investors are less aggressive in their recent purchases. Okay, so this could even be more if this is something. If this is if this 30% is something, then it's probably not enough, or rather, it hasn't been digested yet by the data. It hasn't influenced the data yet. Okay, well, since it's largely bullish stock, and going by what has happened earlier on, so that's probably not enough, because if you go from here, this was if you're looking at the price from the 24th of September, not very long ago, just about a month ago, and if you compare what this move from this price of $61.39 to where it is now, $92, you can see that 13% is not a lot, not just a fraction of what is going on now, which is it has since that time it has appreciated by about 30% or thereabouts. So well, probably the reason why it's saying it's less aggressive, Okay, so the next equity will be TUP, Tupperware, TUP. If you've just joined us, like, subscribe, and share. Subscribe, like, and share. Okay. So the next issue in question is Tupperware brands. Q3 2020 earnings reported today. Okay, Q3 reported earnings were $1.20, a 0.83 beat. This is a 179.07 increase over non-GAAP results for the same period a year ago. Okay, it's a micro cap of $1.1 billion. Shares outstanding is 49 million, and short interest is 7.66, and 93% are held by institutions, and there's more here, the same as we saw over there. Okay, generated sales of $477.2 million, up from $418.1 million a year ago. Analysts were expecting $364.5 million in the September quarter. The 21% growth in local currency revenue reported today reflects a rapid adoption of digital tools by our sales force to combat the social restrictions surrounding COVID-19 and increase consumer demand for innovative and environmentally friendly products as more consumers cook at home and are concerned with food safety and storage. Okay, that's what their chief executive said. Okay, so Tupperware appears to be in a strong bullish trend. Its 200-day moving average is upward sloping, and the MACD histogram is above zero and rising. Comparative relative strength analysis shows that this issue is outperforming the S&P 500. Yes, okay, the 200-day is currently bullish. All the others are bullish apart from the 10-day and the 20-day. They tend to be, maybe of late, they might be picking up, but I think they have also converged. And as at yesterday, the stock was actually trading below those two short-term trend lines, the 10-day and the 20-day. But with the results today, it has just departed away from them. And even at that point, some short-term traders will deem that a good buy. And with this sort of result, and with a fundamental outcome, a positive fundamental outcome in the form of positive earnings outcomes, and technical opportunities therein. A combination of those will definitely produce the sort of increase we have seen already. It's up to 32.83%. Let's refresh and see. So yes, 32.08%. Okay, so we'll quickly move on to the next equity, which will be General Electric. If you have just joined us, subscribe, like, and share. Subscribe, like, and share if you have just joined us. Welcome to our live coverage. So it's up 7.75%. Okay. The outcomes reported today are that third quarter earnings were 0.06, a 0.10 beat. This is a 60% decrease over non-GAAP results from the same period a year ago. Okay, the price crossed above the 200-day moving average. Okay, but at the moment it's probably not there, has receded or hasn't been recorded yet. Okay, a large cap of $62.1 billion, 8.753 billion shares outstanding. 60% are held by institutions. 1.12% of the equity of the float are sold short. Okay, 10-day average volume is 109 million and counting and more. Okay, we've already seen the Let's see what's saying, but there's more flesh in that. It says GE shares saw earnings recover from pandemic lows. GE General Electric on Wednesday unexpectedly reported a quarterly profit and positive cash flow on the back of cost cuts and improvements in its power and renewable energy businesses, sending its shares 10% higher. Okay, the Boston-based industrial conglomerate reported a free cash flow of $514 million from industrial operations in the third quarter, compared with an outflow of $2.1 billion in the previous quarter, and Refinitiv's average analyst estimate of an outflow of $876 million. GE expects its industrial free cash flow to be at least $2.5 billion in the fourth quarter and positive in 2021. Adjusted profit for the quarter came in at 6 cents per share, compared with the Refinitiv's average analyst estimate of a loss of 4 cents per share. Okay, technically, GE appears to be rallying within a longer-term bearish trend, I can imagine, driving its MACD below the signal line. However, the 200-day average is declining, signifying that the dominant trend remains lower. Okay, the issue is outperforming the S&P 500. All right, okay. So it's you can see the 200-day, the long-term trend line is very bearish, but the short-term trend lines of late are just very much upbeat, positive, But in the long term, in the long run, it's not. It's bearish. Momentum for GE as measured by a 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is waning. This means that investors are less aggressive in their recent purchases and may be taking profits in positions bought at lower prices. Okay, the last 10 days has seen significant volume in General Electric, with average daily volume above the average for the last year. Today's volume is no exception, with 105 million shares having been traded already. The unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. The slope of the indicator is positive, suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. The Bollinger Bands are presently wider than usual as a result of greater than normal volatility that accompany the recent price move. Events such as this may precede a pause or reversal in the near-term trend. Okay, so the next equity will be CYH. Community Health Systems. Okay, it's up 31.66%. Okay, and it says fourth quarter reported earnings were 0.18, a 0.41 beat. This is a 55% decrease over non-GAAP results from the same period a year ago. Okay, and price crossed above the 50-day moving average. So it's a micro cap of $525 million. Shares outstanding is 119 million shares. Percent of shares outstanding, percent of shares sold short is 6.83%. It should take about 7 days to cover all of that. And average volume for 10 days is about 1 million or 1.1 million shares. Let's see if there's any news concerning community health systems. Okay, not exactly very interesting to read that sort of script. Technically, Community health appears to be consolidating within a longer-term uptrend. Let's see, consolidating within a longer-term uptrend. Okay, longer term. This is longer term. Yes, 200-day consolidating. Well, yes, of dates, but maybe not including what has happened today. This is, yes, with not including this 33%. So this, it hasn't been factored into this analysis. But yes, before that time, it has been consolidating. Yes. Okay, shares are presently above the 200-day moving average, which is rising along with the 10-day moving average. However, the average directional index is below 20, indicating that shares have exhibited sideways movement recently. Okay, comparative relative strength analysis shows that this issue is outperforming the S&P 500. Okay, momentum for community health systems as measured by 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is waning. This means that investors are less aggressive in their recent purchases, may be taking profits in positions bought at lower prices. Probably not what's going on today. They are not. Well, it doesn't mean that people are not closing positions bought earlier, but what's prevailing today is more of purchases. Okay, today's volume is on track to be heavier than usual. 11 million shares have traded so far, which is about more than 10 times what it is, about 10 times what the normal 10-day average is. The unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. The slope of the indicator is positive, and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. Okay, the Bollinger Bands are presently wider than usual as a result of greater than normal volatility that accompanied recent price move. Okay, events such as this may precede a pause and reversal in the near-term trend. Okay, the next equity is MSTR, MicroStrategy, I believe. MSTR, MicroStrategy Incorporated. Okay, it's down 4.78%. If you've just joined us, like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share if you've just joined us. Thank you. Okay, the equity actually got in the pre-market and has since also declined. So that's what's going on here. You can see it. You can see, yes, it was. You can see that in the pre-market, 8.2%. MicroStrategy announced its third quarter financial results. That was yesterday. So in relative terms, it's over the last 1 year has been underperforming the S&P. It underperformed the S&P US Information Technology Index by almost 20%. But in the last 6 months, it's performed by for roughly 4%. But in the last 1 month, it has outperformed by 14% or thereabout. Okay, MicroStrategy Incorporated is a provider of enterprise software platforms around the world. The company is engaged in the design, development, marketing, and sales of its software platform through licensing arrangements and cloud-based subscriptions and related services. It focuses on providing enterprise customers with software platform and services for deploying intelligence applications. Its platform, MicroStrategy 10, consolidates analytics and mobility in a single platform, available both as one as an on-premise software and as a hosted service offering in Microsoft. It's a MicroStrategy cloud. Its enterprise platform combines business intelligence functionality with data discovery, mobile analytic, and identity intelligence generated by digital credentials. MicroStrategy 10 consists of MicroStrategy Analytics, MicroStrategy Mobile, and OSHA. MicroStrategy Analytics offers solutions to organizations to analyze a range of data and distribute actionable business insight throughout an enterprise. Okay, let's digest some ideas concerning MicroStrategy. So as I said, if you're new, if you just joined us, if you're new to this channel, subscribe, like, and share. Subscribe, like, and share. Thank you. MSTR. Okay, it's down. Earlier when it was up 8.8%, it's now down 6%. So yesterday the outcomes for its fourth quarter 2020 earnings. Okay, rather its earnings outcomes were. Okay, let's see. Not that. It's down here, I think. Yeah, third quarter earnings announcement expected. Okay, so he has already. This is not. This is what we're expecting. He has already announced. So, with what is expected, we don't need to really cover that. So it's a small cap of $1.7 billion. Shares outstanding is 9.68 million shares. It will take about 4 days to cover the short interest. It's or short positions, and that short interest is 2.94%. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, technically it has 145,618 as the 10-day average volume, and trend analysis is that MicroStrategy appears to be in a strong bullish trend. Its 200-day average is upward sloping, and the MACD histograms above zero. Comparative relative strength analysis shows that this issue is outperforming the S&P 500. Momentum for MicroStrategy as measured by the 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is waning. This means that investors are less aggressive in their recent purchases and may be taking profits in positions bought at lower prices. Okay, the last 10 days have seen significant volume in MSTR, with average daily volume above the average for the last year. Today's volume is no exception, with 138,794 shares having been traded already. The unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. The slope of the indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. Okay, the Bollinger Bands are presently wider than usual as a result of greater than the more volatility that accompanied the recent price move. Okay, let's see what trend analysis is saying. It appears to be strongly bullish, in a strongly bullish trend. Okay, it's 200 days above 200. Its 200-day moving average is upward sloping. Okay, not strongly upward sloping, but all the others, the intermediate and the short-term trend lines are upward sloping. But what is it we're looking at here? So this is $184. That's the price up there, and down here at the moment is 165. Okay, so so 10% of that will be Yes, it's probably it has corrected. This is what we are looking at right now is a correction. You know, it's because yes, it's about a correction. Yes, it's a correction. It has a correction for an equity would probably be around 10% decline. So from the 23rd of from the 23rd of September and up till now, it has seen a correction. And for some market participants, that's a good opportunity to jump in. And also, that at this current price right now, as we are recording this video, it is currently within one standard deviation of its 20-day simple moving average. So that will be considered a safe point to join in. If the participant is a short-term it's short-term trader or wants to trade it in the very short term. So it's presenting some interesting technicals there. Okay, so let's see if we can cover more. So the next equity will be TRNH. Are we TRWH? Sorry, TRWH. So if you have just joined us, subscribe, like, and share. Subscribe, like, and share if you've just joined us. Okay, see what happened in the pre-market. There was a jump there, I believe, or wasn't that? Okay, maybe not in the pre-market. So it's currently down 2.84%. So Twin River Worldwide Inc. owns and manages 9 casinos, 2 casinos in Rhode Island and 2 in Mississippi, 1 in Delaware, 1 in Missouri, and 3 casinos as well as a horse racetrack. The company's properties include Twin River Casino Hotel, Lincoln, Rhode Island, Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Biloxi, Mississippi, Tiverton Casino Hotel, Tiverton, Rhode Island, Dover Downs Hotel and Casino, Dover, Delaware, Golden Gates Casino, Black Hawk, Colorado, and much more. So we don't expect it to be doing that well. Okay, in the last 6 months, it actually outperformed all the it outperformed the S&P 500 and all the related indexes. It outperformed the S&P US Consumer Discretionary by almost 20%. But in the last month, it is lagging behind. In the last year as well, it also didn't do well. It just hasn't done well at all. Okay, let's see if we can find it's a micro cap of $729 million. Okay, let's see if we can digest some ideas concerning twin TRWH, Twin River Worldwide Holdings. Okay, as we already indicated, it is down 2.84% at the moment. Okay, so earnings outcomes are expected tomorrow, the 29th of October 2020. And the mean estimates from 2 analysts is $0.19 with a range of 0.13 to 0.24, an increase of 2.78% from the same period. Revenue estimate is $107.56 million, a 21.75 million decrease from the same period. So these are stocks that are not exactly not expected to do so well with the COVID situation. Okay, as we indicated earlier on, the market cap is 729 million, a micro cap. 30.45 million shares are outstanding. 87% are held by institutions, and 10-day average volume is about 115,000. And technically, Twin River remains in a bearish trend despite trading above the 200-day moving average. Okay, let's see. Okay. Yeah, bearish trend. Okay, the trend lines are not very strong. They're all sloping. You can see the this is, I believe, this is the 10-day. That is the 10-day. This one we're looking at right here is the 10-day moving average. It is not looking very strong now. You can even see this slightly sloping downwards. So it is what is this even saying here? It remains in a bearish trend despite trading above. Okay, yes, trading above the 200-day moving average. Okay, and it might be beneath the signal line, and overall trend of the security is lower. Okay, it's lagging the S&P 500 based on relative strength analysis. Okay, momentum for Twin River is strongly bearish. Oh my goodness. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is falling as investors sell their shares and drive the price lower. Today's volume is on track to be lighter than usual, with 25,200 shares having traded so far. The unbalanced volume indicator shows that longer-term accumulation has given way to near-term selling pressure by traders. The Bollinger Bands for Twin River are of a normal width and signal that volatility has been in line with the norm for the stock. Okay, so before we just see if we can add another issue to this, it will be JBT. Okay, if you've just joined us, subscribe, like, and share. JBT, John Bean Technologies. Subscribe, like, and share. Okay, it's up 2.73%. Okay, a small cap of $2.7 billion, and 108% of the issue are held by institutions. Okay, and 5.3% of all of those shares are sold short, and the issue the shares on float are 31.728 million. Okay, and 10-day average volume is 152,745. Okay, there's some news here at points. It says JBT Corporation, a leading global technology solutions provider to high value segments of the food and beverage industry, announced today that Christina Pascal has been promoted to JBT's executive leadership team as executive vice president, chief information and digital officer, effectively immediately. Along with her responsibilities, JBT's global IT organization, Christina will drive technology-enabled business growth and expansion of JBT's IOPS product capabilities to deliver measurable customer value. Additional emphasis will be on the continued development of the digital experience by offering options in the way we interact with our customers throughout the relationship. Christina will maintain the leadership of the core information technology team that focuses on delivery of JBT's enterprise application strategy, serving our 6,000 plus employees worldwide and upholding best in class enterprise IT security. Okay, so technically, JBT appears to be in a strong bearish trend. Shares have been declining. They are below. Shares are below a declining 200-day moving average, and the MACD is beneath its signal line. Comparative relative strength analysis shows that this issue is lagging the S&P 500. Okay, momentum for JBT is strongly bearish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is falling as investors sell shares and drive the price lower. Today's volume is is on track to be heavier than usual. 75,364 shares have traded so far. The unbalanced volume indicator is bearish. The slope of the indicator is negative and suggests that there is a lack of buying interest. And periods of low volatility tend to precede price breakouts, although they do not provide information as to which direction. Although they do not provide information as to which direction the breakout will take, trend and momentum indicators will be helpful to measure future trends. Okay, so trend and momentum indicators. Okay, momentum indicator. Okay, those investors sell shares drive. Okay, and it's strongly bearish. So let's see what's going on here. It is below. It's definitely below its all the four trend lines. If all the regular trend lines, the short term, intermediate, and long term, it's trending. It's trading below all of them. At the same time, yes, market participants might see that as a buying opportunity, and you can see what happened today. So you can imagine that people who were here, they might be looking at that, and lo and behold, the news came out, and then it's moving up, and it has this short interest of 5.7%, which will take 9 days to cover. And the reason why it's 9 days is because largely because it doesn't trade very much. You can see it has trades lightly 154,000, 152,000, and it has 31 million shares. So I guess the reason why it trades this sort of low volumes is also because among other things is that 108% of the equity are held by institutions, so they may not be institutions that are regularly, constantly trade on a regular basis. So may be a contributor to the low volume, and also the reason why we have this sort of a short interest ratio. So that's not a very it's not a very big deal as such, but they all add up, and but technically speaking, if the fundamentals are in place for JBT, that is John Bean Technologies Corp, then it's currently presenting an opportunity for market participants to jump in and take advantage of some serious corrections that has been occurring since the 2nd of September. It has continued to decline, and this is also a stock that is related to the infotech space. Let's see where with the sort of category it's currently in. sort of sector it is in. Okay, if you've just joined us, subscribe, like, and share. Okay, it's machinery. Okay, that's what it's saying over there. So U.S. industrials, all right. Okay, that's its category. Okay. Okay. Provides is a technology solutions provided to segments of the food and beverage industry with focus on proteins, liquid foods, and automated system solutions. It operates through two segments: JB Food Tech and JB Aerotech. The JB Food Tech segments designs, manufactures, and services technologically food processing systems used for fruit juice production, frozen food production, in container food, and other stuff. So probably the profile profile or business summary we read earlier on in the other page, and the ideas page may be what is its current model, current outlook, current profile. Yeah, because this is not reflecting that lady's name, the lady Christina Pascal. She's not available on this list of executives, so that profile may be a bit stale. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Subscribe, like, and share. Okay, thank you very much.